Alright, now we're on the Bombardier XP, and I'm going to remove the carburetor so I can take it off and clean it, and because it runs funky, and once I get it off there I'll show you guys what it looks like. Alright, just a quick little review on pulling the carburetor off. So here's your carburetor. You got your choke cable, which is right here, and what I realized is on the end of it, it has a little set screw. When you loosen that set screw, it lets that stem slide up out of there. On the other jet ski I got for parts, I accidentally broke the cable because I didn't know it had a set screw in there. It's only on the choke. And then here's your throttle cable here. It's just your regular loosening nut, and it slides up out of the loop. It has a little cut on the other side. So then there's two Allen bolts, and off comes the carburetor. You got two fuel lines. Make sure you remember where the fuel lines go. I know on this one the gray one was at the top, and the other black one was at the bottom. And I think this is just a vacuum line. This is a vacuum line for the fuel pump. So it goes here on the back side like that. And I just took the lines over. I shut the gas off. So in reverse, take this plate off, two Allen head screws. The first one, you remove the screen, and then before that you remove this big cover. Then before that you remove the top. And the two Allen head bolts, carburetor be in your hand. Okay, let's dissect the XP carburetor. I did smell some funky gas when I took the fuel line off, which I drained the tank when I first got it, but it might have some stuff trapped up in the carburetor. So I'll get some down there a little bit. I just know it was not running very good the last time I took it out. First time I took it out, it was alright, a little bit. Kind of bogged on top end, but once it got going, it was going. So that's going to be a diaphragm. That looks good, I guess. Ooh, I can smell it. We're going to ease this plate off at the end. Looks like it's got water in it. That stuff stinks. I don't know if you can see that, but it's green looking. I don't see any trash. It looks like there's water bubbles in the gas. So we'll set that there. There's a diaphragm here. Kind of green looking. Don't appear to be bad. You can definitely smell the gas though. Let's get a rag, make some room for all the goodies. So that's what the inside of the carburetor looks like when you take the pump out of there. There's an O-ring there. So where do we go next? It look like I see some trash in there. Right in that hole there. Yep, there is some trash in there, if you can see that. I don't know if you can see it that close. It's like some trash in there. Let's dig it out of there and look. That's probably what our problem is. Right there. Got a drill bit. Ew. It's all gummy. So look at that. I don't know if you can see it. See how gummy that is? All that's down in that tube. So I don't know if that comes out of there or not. Yes, it does. That's actually your inlet where your gas goes into the carburetor. It's like a little filter. And it's got gummy gum in it. You can see it now. That stuff just floating around in there. So we need to clean that out. I know it never wants to crank by using the choke. It's kind of like, look at that. That's just dirt. It's kind of like the SPX. I had to spray it with some starting fluid, but it was out of gas. That stuff is in there. That is gunk. So clean that off. Spray that out with some cleaner. That keeps trash from getting into the carburetor. That's probably what the problem was. It was so gummed up, wasn't letting enough fuel through to get to the rest of the carburetor. Let's see what comes out of there. I don't see anything else. Actually, there ain't much to this carburetor. Choke, throttle, diaphragm. I see some water bubbles. Do you see that? It's like a little water bubble right there. Gas has got water in it. I'm going to have to drain that tank again and flush it out. Well, I'm trying to figure out what to do now. I found that. Should I go any deeper? Or blow it out, maybe? Only thing up here, I think, is the diaphragm. Kind of hate to take stuff apart and then regret it at the end. Well, let's just see. Rather be safe than sorry. Let's just take a look in there and see. Then we'll blow it out. Somebody's been in it before. They got a Phillips head, two Phillips head, an Allen screw, and then a 10 with a, looks like an 8mm with a nut back against it. Don't know why they did that. Guess they couldn't find a screw. Oop. I'm just gonna look in here anyway. Why would they put a Allen head screw? Make the job more difficult. I almost bet you with all that gunk in that filter, that's what was making it run bad. Man, they got that thing tight. Why would they do that? Have to get out the old vice grips. Ugh. Make me don't want to go in there now. I have to go through all this. Whew. I don't think that's going to come loose, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. We won't be putting that screw back in. Ridiculous. Hopefully nothing don't come springing out of there. Let's see. Oh, that's the bowl. Okay. That is the bowl where the needle and C is. So that filter goes through here, and there's the needle and seat. Gotta remember how that goes back on. It goes on just like that. Actually it goes on. That right there. I think they might have that on wrong. It's supposed to go on like that because you can see where the paint surface is right here. They had it the other way because that bracket's got to go on like that. They had it actually flipped around like this. So let's see if we see any trash. It is some discoloration. Somebody's been messing with the... Ooh, the needle was stuck a little bit. Somebody's been messing with it. I don't know if I can... Those screws are tight. Woo. I don't know if I can get that other one. And he manned the little screws in. Don't know if I'll be able to get that other screw out. Try a different screwdriver, but there she goes. Woo! I put that in with an impact screwdriver. So let's take this apart here. Curious to see what's under there. That's a jet. It's a jet and a little clear thing. Never seen that before. So I see the idle jets. So I'll take the needle and seat out, clean all that out. Might as well just take the whole carburetor down. Clean it all out real good. That gas is funky. It's got some trash on the needle. So, get yourself some light. as you can see, I removed the needle and seat, that little plate, and there's some jets down in there. You got a small jet there, and you got one there. There's the needle and seat. As you can see, the needle's kind of green. It's got a little speck of trash on it. So, what's the needle? So anyway, I'm going to spray all this out real good. I might go ahead and take the seat out. Make sure everything under there is clean. So I'm going to take the seat out, I'm going to blow it out, get the seat out, and remove this little screw here, get you like some needle nose pliers, gently pull that out of there. Remove the screw. And then there's like a little metal thing there. Needle nose pliers. And set y'all down. Gently pull it out. Some trash in there right at the bottom of the seat. See the green? Might be 2-cycle oil. Smells bad. There's in there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna remove all the jets. I bet you like, how you gonna remember how all this go back together? I'll watch the video. Remove all the jets. I think that's the low side jet, which is that smaller one. It's out. And there's a bigger one. I guess you got down this far. Go ahead and clean it. So I'll remove the jets and the little gasket and the plate, needle seat. So get some carb cleaner, blow all this out real good, and then we'll start reassembling it back together. Alright, we got the needle and seat, the jets, and the little gasket back in. On this little metal thing here, aluminum plate or whatever you call it, it had this little bitty piece of plastic strip that went over the hole, and it had this little Phillips head screwdriver and a little plate that held it down. And I noticed it had a little bit of brownish stuff in there. So I'm gonna try and flash like that. Come on, flashlight. Come on. Come on. Never mind. I'm gonna try and clean that out. Clean this little strip off. You don't want to lose that. It's there for a reason. And put that back together. Then we'll start putting the whole carburetor back together. Alright, so I got the needle and seat side back together. I went ahead and robbed Peter to pay Paul. I got the double carburetors off the 650. So I took the screws off, put the right screws in this one. So now we got to put our little diaphragm back in, which is nice and neat. This thing here, if you look at it, it has a little opening here. That's where that little filter thing goes for your needle. So you want to put it where that's facing down. It didn't need to be cleaned out. And then this is like a little plastic thing. This is the vacuum for your fuel pump, I believe. Actually, that's what that is the fuel pump side. So stick that back on. And we're going to put the screws back in it. And I don't know if I'm going to fire it up tonight. It's been a long day, ladies and gentlemen. Jet ski day. Probably just wait, take it down to the lake where I can actually bag it into the water while it's on the trailer locked down, and then run it and adjust it. I might crank it before I leave here for a hot second just to make sure it's going to crank. But I'm going to try and take the XPX and the XP together. I'm going to try and put both of those on the same trailer together and take them both down and test them. But that's pretty much it on this. You want to tighten these screws down kind of evenly. And we'll snug them down. They're kind of tight now. Screwdriver. You want to go kind of crisscross with it. You don't want to He-Man it down. Then you can kind of just go around. There you go. Carbs back together. Ready to put back on. Make sure your gasket is good, which mine is. Make sure your gasket's good, it's not torn or anything. And basically it just sets back on like that. And set you guys right here somewhere. Where you can be seen. We have these long Allen bolts. This goes right through there. I'll tell you what, I'll turn you guys around. So let's put these long Allen bolts back in there. Now I did mess around with the adjustments the last time I was at the lake, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to turn around and do that. By adjustments, I mean starting it has a screw here. That screw right there, that's one of your adjustment screws. One of them should be high and one of them should be low. Then it has another one, let me get you guys over here. It has another one right here where the light is. That flathead screw right there. Now, I looked it up and they were saying adjust those while the ski is on the trailer in the water. You want the whole jet submerged underwater because that's going to put a load on the engine, and that's how you want to adjust that out while it's under a load. So I know one of them I was turning made it run real bad, so I'm gonna have to get those back situated. But I might just leave the air filter off. That way I can reach the screws pretty good, and then I can just stick it back on there and should be good to go. So anyway, that's basically it. put all your stuff back on, hook the cables up, and good luck to you if you got to take one of these carburetors off and clean it. So hopefully this helps you out. I'm pretty sure there's hundreds and thousands of videos out there for the XP carburetor or any Sea-Doo with a single carburetor. I think even the Yamaha carburetor is the same, a single. So pretty sure if you can't find it, hopefully you look on my channel and you find what you need, because hey, I've been there. Alright, later guys. Mechanical failure. Uh-oh. I think my kill button. Button. Well, we closing down screen. Quit on it. I got mechanical failure. Yeah. Yep. I think it's the battery. We want to pull it from the back? Yeah. I think the battery took a shit. The battery light came on and it just quit. Oh. I ain't supposed to use this button. This thing just don't stay on there tight. You need to just put the boost pack in the front of this bitch. I'm gonna have to put, I had that other battery. Alright, we're back at the lake. I got the Yamaha this time. comes Mr. Robot. What are you doing there, buddy? Where's your passenger? All them cans.